Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths Revision Classes by Karthik sir. Now today we are going to close the polynomials chapter and we are going to discuss the last topic of polynomials, that is division algorithm for polynomials. So let's begin. Division algorithm for polynomials states that if p of x and g of x are two polynomials such that g of x is a non-zero polynomial, then there exist two polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where r of x is equal to 0 or the degree of r of x is less than the degree of g of x. Now let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Suppose, let me take p of x equals to x square plus 1 and g of x equals to x minus 1. Now I try to find r of x, I try to find q of x and r of x with the help of division algorithm. Let's see how we can do this. So I need space, I need to rub this off in order to solve this. So here we will log divide x square plus 1 with x minus 1. So I will write x square plus 1 inside and x minus 1 outside. Now first term is x square. In order to get x square from x, I need an x here. So this will turn out to be x square, x into x minus x. Now on subtraction, the signs will change. X square and x square gets cancelled and we are left with 1 plus x, or more correctly x plus 1. We'll write it in descending orders of powers. Alright, now I need a plus 1 here. So plus 1, x minus 1, and on subtracting this will turn out to be minus, this will turn out to be plus, this gets cancelled, 1 plus 1 is 2. So here we got our r of x equals to 2 and our q of x equals to x plus 1. So I got here q of x equals to x plus 1 and r of x equals to 2. Now as stated earlier, the degree of r of x is less than the degree of g of x. G of x degree is 1, r of x degree is 0. So that condition is satisfied. And also let us verify this expression, that is p of x must be equal to q of x into g of x plus r of x. So let me try to prove this. Q of x into g of x, let us find q of x into g of x plus r of x. This is equal to x plus 1 into x minus 1 plus 2. This turns out to be x square minus 1 plus 2, which happens to be x square plus 1. So we got g of x into q of x plus r of x is x square plus 1, which is equal to p of x, that is x square plus 1. I hope this is clear to you. Let us do some more questions in order to have a greater clarity on this. Now let's take up this question. The question says find the quotient and remainder when p of x equals to x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6 is divided by g of x equals to 2 minus x square. Now firstly what I will do is I will divide this polynomial p of x by g of x, and on dividing we get two polynomials, one is q of x and one is r of x. Q of x will be our quotient and r of x will be our remainder. Now we got to be very careful in dividing these polynomials. We need to take care that we write it in descending orders of powers of the variables. So this is already in the descending orders of powers of variables. So I'll write x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6. But here it is 2 minus x square. Instead of 2 minus x square, I will write minus x square plus 2. Because x to the power 2 is of greater power than 2 into x to the power 0. So I'll write minus x square first and 2 later on. Alright, now let's divide. Firstly, I need an x to the power 4, so I need minus x square here in order to get x to the power 4, and consequently I will get minus 2x square. On subtracting, we will get minus, and this will become plus. Minus x square plus x square, x to the power 4 and minus x to the power 4 gets cancelled. We are left with 2x square minus 5x plus 6. Now again on dividing, I need a minus 2, I need a plus 2 here in order to get minus 2x square. Sorry, I need a minus 2 in order to get plus 2x square. So 2x square, minus x square into minus 2. This will turn out to be 2x square and minus 4. Again on subtracting, this will become minus, this will become plus. This gets cancelled and we are left with minus 5x plus 10. Now we cannot further divide since the degree of the divisor becomes greater than the degree of the remainder. So I'll end the division here. Our r of x will turn out to be minus 5x plus 10, that is this, and our q of x will turn out to be minus x square minus 2. So simply we can say that the quotient is minus x square minus 2 and our remainder is minus 5x plus 10. So the quotient is minus x square minus 2 and the remainder is minus 5x plus 9. Now again we can see here the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of g of x. G of x degree is 2 and the remainder degree is 1. So that condition is always followed. Alright, you may note down. Alright students, let's take up another question. The question says, on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4 respectively. Find g of x. Now in order to solve this, we will just apply the statement of the division algorithm, which is p of x equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Now here I have p of x equals to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. G of x I need to find. Q of x is given as x minus 2 and r of x is given as minus 2x plus 4. Alright, so just we will put this in this formula and try to find the value of g of x. So we get x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2, that is p of x, equals to g of x times q of x is x minus 2 and the remainder is minus 2x plus 4. R of x. That is R of x. Alright, let me bring these two terms on the left hand side. So I'll get x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4 plus 2x minus 4 equals to g of x into x minus 2. Now on further solving we get x cube minus 3x square. Now these two are like terms, so 2x plus x, this will turn out to be 3x plus 3x minus 4 plus 2, again these two are like terms, so minus 2 equals to g of x into x minus 2. Now we can simply say that g of x is equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. Now we can either factorize this expression and then simplify it, or we can just long divide it. I'll just long divide it and try to find the value of g of x. Let's do that. I need to rub the left hand side. You may pause the video for noting down the contents. Okay, so let's divide this numerator by denominator. It is x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. Now firstly I need an x cube, so I'll multiply x by x square in order to get x cube, and consequently I'll get minus 2x square. On subtracting, the signs will change and this will turn out to be minus 3x plus 2x. It is minus x square, and we'll note down the other two terms that are plus 3x and minus 2. Now I need a minus x in order to get minus x square from x. So here it will be a minus x. This will turn out to be x into minus x square minus 2 into minus x plus 2x. So the signs will change and this will turn out to be 3x minus 2x x minus 2. Now I just need a 1 in order to solve this. X minus 2 into 1 will turn out to be x minus 2, and the remainder of course will be 0. So here we got this expression as the value of g of x square minus x plus 1. So here I can write down g of x equals to x square minus x plus 1. So we got the value of g of x as x square minus x plus 1. This completes the solution of this question. Alright, let's take up another question. The question says that if two zeros of the polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35 are 2 plus minus root 3, find other zeros. So here two of the zeros are given. One zero is 2 plus root 3 and the other 0 is 2 minus root 3. I need to find the other two zeros. So since this is a biquadratic polynomial, it can have at most 4 zeros. Two of the zeros are given and the other two zeros we need to find. Let's see how we can do this. So let me first assume p of x as this polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. Now, since 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3 are zeros of p of x, I can say, or we can say that according to factor theorem, x minus 2 plus root 3 and x minus 2 minus root 3 are factors of p of x. So now, since these two are the zeros of the polynomial, I can say x minus 2 plus root 3 and x minus 2 minus root 3 are the factors of p of x by using factor theorem. Now, if two factors are given, then the product of the two factors is also a factor of p of x. So I can also say that this implies that x minus 2 minus root 3, will simplify the brackets, into x minus 2 plus root 3 is a factor of p of x. So the product of the two factors is also a factor of the p of x. So I will get x minus 2 minus root 3 into x minus 2 plus root 3 is a factor of p of x. Now let's simplify this, multiply this trinomial into trinomial. So for this, I'll just take x minus 2 in the brackets. So this turns out to be a minus b into a plus b. So this becomes x minus 2 whole square minus root 3 whole square is a factor of p of x. Or on simplifying this, I'll get x square plus 4 minus 4x minus 3 is a factor of p of x. Or we can simply say that x square minus 4x plus 1 is a factor of p of x. So on simplifying x minus 2 minus root 3 into x minus 2 plus root 3, I got x square minus 4x plus 1 by using the identity a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So we conclude that x square minus 4x plus 1 is a factor of p of x, and p of x is x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. Now in other words, I can say that if I divide this polynomial p of x by x square minus 4x plus 1, the remainder will turn out to be 0. Alright, so let's divide this polynomial by this polynomial in order to get the quotient, and let's factorize this polynomial. Let's see how we can do that. Now you can note down the content by pausing the video. Okay, so we got x square minus 4x plus 1 as a factor of p of x. So I'll divide p of x by x square minus 4x plus 1. So our polynomial p of x was x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed minus 26x square plus 135x. Sorry, it's 138x minus 35. And here I'll write x square minus 4x plus 1. Okay, so let's do this long division. Here there is an x square. In order to get x to the power 4, I need an x square here. So this will turn out to be x to the power 4 minus 4x cube, minus 4x into x square, and plus 1 into x square, that is plus x square. So on subtracting, the signs will change. This will turn out to be minus, this will turn out to be plus, and this will turn out to be minus. X to the power 4 and x to the power 4 get cancelled. We are left with minus 2x cube and minus 27x square, and I note down the rest of the terms, 138x minus 35. Now I need a minus 2x in order to get minus 2x cube from x square. So x square into minus 2x cube will turn out to be minus 2x cube. Minus 4x into minus 2x will turn out to be plus 8x square, and 1 into minus 2x will turn out to be minus 2x. Again on subtracting, we will get plus sign here, a minus sign here, and a plus sign here. Minus 28 minus 8, it will turn out to be minus 35x square, and plus 140 x minus 35. Now I need just a minus 35 here. So minus 35 will do the purpose, will solve the purpose. It will be minus 35 x square plus 35 into 4, that is 140x, and minus 35. So the remainder would be 0, since all these terms will get cancelled out. And we got the quotient x square minus 2x minus 35. So I can write p of x as x square minus 2x minus 35 into x square minus 4x plus 1. Now, in order to find the zeros of the polynomial, we already know that we have to put p of x equals to 0. Now, if I put this p of x equals to 0, I'll get two equations, x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0 and x square minus 2x minus 35 equal to 0. Now, I will not solve x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0 because in that case, the two zeros are already given to us. So that what we need to solve is x square minus 2x minus 35 equal to 0. So I'll put p of x equals to 0 and I'll take x square minus 2x minus 35 equal to 0. And I will try to solve for x, and the solution for the x will be the other two zeros of the given polynomial p of x. Now we can apply splitting the middle term method here. So our sum is minus 2 and our product is minus 35 into 1, that is minus 35. As stated earlier also, the sum is always the coefficient of x and the product is the constant term multiplied by the coefficient of x square. Now again we need to think of two numbers whose sum is minus 2 and whose product is minus 35, and it's pretty simple. The numbers are minus 7 and 5. So I'll split this term minus 2x into minus 7x and 5x. So this will turn out to be x square minus 7x plus 5x minus 35 equal to 0. Here we splitted this minus 2x into minus 7x and 5x. Now x is common, x minus 7 plus 5 common, x minus 7 equal to 0. In these two terms, x minus 7 is common. I will get x plus 5 equal to 0. So I got two values of x is equals to 7 and x is equals to minus 5. So the other two zeros of the polynomial p of x are 7 and -5. So this is our solution. The other zeros are 7 and -5. I hope this question is clear to you. This is one of the favorite questions of CBSE, so please do it very carefully. Alright students, let's take up another question. Question says if the polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 25x plus 10 is divided by another polynomial x square minus 2x plus k, the remainder comes out to be x plus a. Find k and a. You need to find the values of k and a. So in this question I will simply long divide this polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cube with x square minus 2x plus k. Whatever remainder I will get, I will compare it with x plus a in order to find the values of k and a. Let's see how we can do this. So we'll take up the polynomial to be divided inside, that is x to the power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 25x plus 10. And I'll write x square minus 2x plus k here. Now firstly I need an x square in order to get x to the power 4 from x square. So I'll write x square here. So this will turn out to be x to the power 4. X to the power 4, x square into x square minus 2x cube plus kx square. Now again the signs will change. Plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. So this gets cancelled. Minus 6x cube plus 2x cube, that turns out to be minus 4x cube, and this will be plus 16 minus k times of x square, and I wrote down the rest of the terms, minus 25x plus 10. Now in order to get minus 4x cube, I need a minus 4x here, so I will put minus 4x. X square into minus 4x will give me minus 4x cube, and minus 2x into minus 4x will give me plus 8x square, and minus 4x into k will give me minus 4kx. This will turn out to be plus, this will turn out to be minus, and this will turn out to be plus. So this gets cancelled, minus 4x cube and plus 4x cube. Now this becomes 16 minus k minus 8. So this will become 8 minus k x square. And this is minus 25 plus 4k. So this will be plus 4k minus 25x plus 10. Alright. Lastly, in order to get 8 minus k x square, I need an 8 minus k here. So I'll put plus 8 minus k. So this will turn out to be 8 minus k x square into 8 minus k, minus 2x into 8 minus k. Now this will turn out to be, let me take minus x common and just multiply 2 here. 16, 8 into 2 is 16 and minus 2. So I have taken minus x common. 2 into 8 is 16 and 2 into minus k is minus 2k. And k times of 8 into minus 2, this will turn out to be k times of 8 minus k. Okay, on subtracting, we will get minus sign here. This will turn out to be plus and this will turn out to be minus. So this all gets cancelled out. What is left is 4k minus 25. X is common. 4k minus 25 plus 16 minus 2k. So we have two like terms. 4k minus 2k, that will turn out to be 2k, and minus 25 plus 16, this will turn out to be minus 9. Alright, so this becomes 2k minus 9 times of x, and this will be plus 10 minus 8k plus k square. It will be 10 minus 8k plus k square. Alright. So this is our remainder that we obtained. It is minus 2k, it is 2k minus 9, sorry, 2k minus 9 into x plus 10 minus 8k plus k square. Let us compare this with x plus a. Alright. If we compare this with x plus a, I will get 2k minus 9, the coefficient of x, equals to 1. So 2k equals to 10, k becomes equal to 5. So I got the value of k as 5. Now if we compare plus a with 10 minus 8k plus k square, so 10 minus 8k plus k square will be a. So here a will be equal to 10 minus 8k plus k square. We already have the value of k. We'll just put it here. 10 minus 8 into 5 plus 5 square. So this will turn out to be 10 minus 40 plus 25. So a turns out to be 35 minus 40, that is minus 5. A turns out to be minus 5. So we got the values of k as 5 and a as minus 5. This is the solution to this question. Alright, I hope this is clear to everyone, and this completes our polynomial chapters. I hope each and every topic has been covered in all the videos of polynomials. If you still feel that something is missing, you may comment it out in the comment section and let me know. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.